The Democratic Republic of the Congo is a very huge country, more than 2.5 million square kilometers, very huge, with different ecological schemes. And one of the main challenges for us is to maintain the forest. We have a very big forest in DRC, more than 2/3 of the national territory is covered with forest. And we have one of the higher rate of deforestation in DRC. So it's very important for us now to organize and support the people to prevent the destruction of forest.
How do you do that in a country which, with the best will in the world, does not really have a proper, seemingly from afar, a proper system of government, where there are wars raging in various parts and where there are other countries invading the country and running militias? I mean, how do you even start to cope with the environment when you have all these wider concerns?
In fact, this year in 2015, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of our involvement in the carbon adventure, may I call it like this. And it's 10 years of work with local people, local peasants, in all this difficult conjuncture of wars, of political instability. So it's a second challenge. We have to organize the population, and we have to work I will say, to facilitate the governance. Because from my own point of view, I consider that we are not spectators, we are actors. So we have to do it. DRC is my land, I'm born there, and the territory where I work, I have inherited it from my grandfather and my father before them. So now it's our duty, it's our responsibility to make good things in the country. If I have to say a word about the war and the instability, actually it's mainly the eastern part of Congo and the boundary with Uganda, Rwanda and Burundi, who is very unstable. These are regions with very high rate of population. I am working in the western part, and the western part is very peaceful since 20 years, so we have no problem about instability or wars. But we have all the same problem, no electricity, no roads, difficult access to drinkable water. We have to put children at school and all this in a rural area. This is the challenge.
So what's the balance from a development and environmental point of view? You have to have those basic needs like electricity, like roads, as you say, like schools. How can you balance that with ensuring communities both maximise their use of their local lands, but also ensure they're protected and the areas are reforested and regenerated?
Okay. One of the big issues of our work is to succeed in organizing the local population in cooperatives. When I came there almost 10 years ago, I noticed that every village was working on its own, with relatively few connection. I mean, in fact, business connection. What can we do together? And they were not asking this question. And I asked them, but every one of you, local chief, is isolated in its own villages. We have to connect, to be connected one to each other, so we can do together some activities, some projects that we cannot do alone. And we are succeeding in this issue. And this is a very big challenge. Today, with my partners, with international financing, we are trying to organize, get better solidarity networks between the villages, and so that we can build a school, build a road, build a bridge, and it's going like this, little to little.
And just finally, I mean, in terms of investing in the DRC, what sort of assurances do you give people about sort of how the money's used, how the credits are accounted for and verified, and developments along those paths?
Well, to be transparent and to have a a good governance system, it's very important to share the information. Look, each one we have a dollar or a euro. Everybody in the system must be informed of how it is used. And this is another challenge of the cooperative, is to make this information system operational. And this is not easy, because when we are in a rural area, in fact we have no phone, so it's difficult to communicate from one village to another. So with my team we are trying to install communication networks, and once we have that, it's easier to communicate and to give the information. The other thing is, as we are involved in international projects such as the carbon market program, we have to be audited by international auditors that came to us, and they evaluate what we are doing. And very simply, for the reporting of our carbon credits, we have to emit a very serious report, and so the information is circulating.